This will be a test match. Going first and using Survival Rock. Yeah, I'll try this. It's a pretty weird hand. Looks like the opponent mulliganed. Should be helpful. And I'll have to see how revealing their first turn is. Well, looks like it doesn't matter. Losing my therapy. Red. Lavamancer. Really didn't want to see Lavamancer. That was very, very, very bad. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Tempting Worm. Nice. Man. I guess I'll play the Spectre first. They don't have 2 cards in their graveyard. Maybe I can get away with getting a hit in. Probably not, but... Oh, there we are. It absorbed a lightning bolt, and that actually counts for a lot when I have Graveworm Muse in hand. Alright, going for the Muse. Really hope I get to keep it. Probably getting terminated or bolted, though. That deck should have a lot of removal for it. Interesting. Okay, so I'll play the Tempting Worm. And I see they left mana up to use Lavamancer. Makes me think that they have some way to easily get another activation out of it next turn if necessary. Ooh. 2 or fewer cards in hand deals 3 damage to them. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to hold this stuff then. Really not going to get much value out of just running a Spectre into the Lavamancer. Ooh. Alright. You're probably losing, huh? All Blossoms should hopefully be at least a little bit helpful. Oh, man. That's not good. I guess I'll just end. This is going to be over soon. Yep, that will do it. Right, well, that went very badly. See what we've got in the sideboard for it. Probably want that. Definitely want that. Probably want this too? Maybe? Probably? Fiend I can get rid of. Therapy isn't the greatest. Seems like against that kind of deck I'd rather... Like I just kind of want to keep my creatures. Hypnotic Spectre is not the greatest either, but I don't know. I feel like I ought to keep it. Okay. I'm gonna try that. I expect that they'll have Dystopia. Still got the one Naturalize in the main that I've kept as is. I've got a fair amount of discard. I think I should be okay. Pretty good. Duress, hopefully. Nope. Oh, yes. It's a full miss. Hmm. Interesting. What do I discard here? It's a pretty hard decision. Maybe just a basics? No, I'll discard the waste. I don't think I want 2 pain lands. That was a pretty good draw. And yeah, in the interest of making the downside of Tempting Worm hurt less, I'm just going to play the Spike Feeder. That's a pretty off-putting bit of art. Okay, looks like they don't have anything. Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna try and attack. A Tempting Worm it might work out very badly for me. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, it was about as good as I could hope. Now I'll just play both birds. I'm not going to hold one for survival because I've got discard. If I draw survival, I have a bunch of creatures in the deck. You can just draw one after. Terminate. That's too bad. At least they had to take a lot of damage for it. Tainted Peak doesn't help them much. Hmm. That was a pretty sweet draw. Terminate again. Get 4 life out of it at least. Okay, so they're attacking with both. I'm going to block and then move a counter. Seems worthwhile. And yeah, I guess I'll attack with both. Pretty far ahead in the race. Really glad about that. Should hopefully be able to pull this out. Big part of it is just that they haven't found a Lavamancer this game. The card is a huge pain. Wall of Blossoms is always welcome. Spectre, nice. Seems pretty good here. I like the evasion. And I don't think they're saying on much good removal, if any. Also, oh, nice. Yeah, I just won there. But also, it would enable me to move perhaps the second +1 counter to, I don't know, maybe the same bird, maybe another bird, just sort of push through with flying. Alright, so I don't know, maybe I should put in a single engineered plague. Could name Wizard with it. And even if, I guess even if they don't have Lavamancer, if they've got like a couple rats, I can name that. I don't know. Therapy just doesn't seem like the greatest here. And Lavamancer is just incredibly threatening. That looks pretty good. Hopefully no Dark Ritual. Just the rack, nice. Alright, maybe I'll catch a Terminate with that. Edict or Plague? Yeah, they can keep the Plague. That's a weak hand. Surprised they kept Edict against a deck with Wall of Blossoms. Maybe they figure killing the wall is just something they also want. I mean, it's inconvenient that I would get a card out of it, but I mean, I guess they do still want to get rid of my 0-4. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the worm here. I see no reason not to. Naming worm. Nice. Don't see that very often. Scrying. That's pretty bad for me. Really did not want them to have that. Yeah, I didn't want them to have that either. And now I have a bit of a choice. I could play the wall, which would increase the odds that I hit a fourth land for the butcher, and I can get rid of the specter with it, but if they have removal, then it won't really count for much. Alternatively, I could play the elder, which is a bit more high impact. Yeah, I'll go for the elder. And if I'm lucky, they'll have a bolt or something, and they'll figure that they just want to kill the elder, looking at their board and seeing that it's going to do 2 to them over and over. Yep, perfect. Get one of each here. Probably should have attacked first, unless they really want to get one of the lands. Ooh, they got Muse. Not happy about that. Really wanted that Muse. Oh, ha! Wow. Alright. Let's attack here for 4. Definitely winning the race. Edict. That's too bad. And hopefully that butcher doesn't immediately die. I could have just gone for the Muse, but I think this feels like the better move. I guess the Shredder is the most expendable there. Still haven't taken any rack damage. Yeah, Butcher is super helpful here. Yeah, unfortunately, I will take a rack damage this time, as my trigger will be placed on the stack first, and therefore will resolve second. Another plague. Wonder how many they brought in. It doesn't seem very good in this matchup. It all comes down to what they had to board out, though. Not the greatest draws. Still in a very good spot. Go for the wall here. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess if the rack is going away, I may as well play the duress. I don't know what I'm going to hit. Just a dark ritual. Alright. I mean, this should probably just be game, most likely. Yeah, just, I don't know, those plagues being plague instead of something actually good is definitely not helping the opponent. Lightning Bolt was a great draw, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They're going to need me to draw really bad here. And I did not. I think... I don't know, do I attack with the Muse? Just run it into that stuff? I'm thinking probably not. I'll just attack with the Orangutan. Don't want to mess things up for myself when it looks like I'm about to win. Alright, yeah, it looks like the Muse was enough to push me over the top there. It was an interesting match. A lot of odd engineered plague names.